everybody, and welcome to Automation. Now, as you guys probably know, unless you've been living under a rock, we have just passed 3,000 subscribers, and I want to thank you guys for all the support that you guys have brought to this channel. And, on another news as well, I have recently gotten my first monetization payout, so it's all just happening really quickly here, and I am very thankful that I can do this and actually, you know, make sort of a minor living off of it. But anyways, what we're going to be doing today is a little bit of a, you know, two-game kind of thing, because I found out through some other YouTubers that this automation game, it has a whole campaign, which we might try out some in the future, where we build a car company. But we can also just straight up design engines and cars and then import them into BeamNG Drive. So I had to buy this game and BeamNG Drive to experience this whole thing, but you know, I feel like it's fitting, because I feel like most of my subscribers are here from Car Mechanic Simulator. That series has been getting a lot of views recently, so yeah, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and see. So I guess we just go new engine family, and then we see what we can do. We're gonna make an engine. Alrighty, oh yeah, look at that. So this is our, I get it, like, little engine area. So we can go for an inline. Okay. An inline 3. Oh yeah, look at that, there's our little engine. So we got our inline 3. Our inline 4. Our inline 5, or an inline 6. Very cool. We also have a V, so we can do a V6. Of course, we can also do a V8. And we can also do a V12. They also have 16-cylinder engines, which are part of the DLC, which is very, very interesting. And you also go 90 degrees, so that's even more offset. Probably allow for a nice big, you know, head on there. But we can only do 10. I guess we're getting into some space constraints there with the V90. Because yeah, we can do 12 with the V60, but with the 90 we can only do 10. I guess it's a lot wider. And we also got the Boxer engine, which is, you know, pretty interesting. I think these are more common on, like, airplanes and stuff, but still very cool. We got a Boxer 4, Boxer 6. But I think, I don't know, call me simple, call me basic, but let's just do a basic, like, V8, 90-degree offset. I mean, there are so many options. It's kind of hard to really figure out what we want, but I feel like we can get a big ol' intake on here, you know, maybe supercharge it and stuff. Should be a pretty nice engine. Anyway, what do we want to make the block out of? We have cast iron, which is very heavy, and as you can see, these all require, like, factory add-ons. So, like, if you were actually playing the game, you would have to build these little add-ons to your factory. So I guess aluminum would probably be good, wouldn't it? So, like, a light aluminum build, but I guess we want it pretty heavy, because if we're gonna supercharge it, you do want it heavy. So maybe we will go cast iron. Aluminum, silver, ALSI alloy. How much is that? What's the power? Oh, yeah, it's the power limit. Oh, yeah, so see, we can get more power out of that. Magnesium? Not really. We can get a lot of power out of aluminum billet. That one seems to be pretty good. Ooh, and that's a nice silvery color. Alrighty, so now we can adjust the bore and the stroke. So increasing the bore gives us more capacity, better valve flow, good for higher RPM, more bottom end stress. That's the problem. Narrower, smaller dimensions, lower weight, less power loss to ignition timing, less valve flow, good for low RPM power, better efficiency, potentially. And then we have, this is just the engine capacity. So larger capacity means better power. And a lower capacity means better fuel economy. And then the longer the stroke, we get good for low RPM. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think, like, what, you know, like, what, if we're gonna commit to having a supercharger, we're gonna have a lot of power. You know, what do we want in here? I think something with a bit more bore makes sense. Yeah, good for high RPM power. Because a supercharger is gonna be better the higher the RPM. So let's go ahead and increase that a little bit. Let's go for like a 4-inch. As you can see, those are getting nice and wide. And maybe we'll go for a bit of a shorter stroke, because it'll give us, you know, a bit less dimensions and, you know, just kind of balance it out. So we'll go for a 4-inch bore, 3-inch stroke. I just want to keep everything nice and, you know, even there. So yeah, it looks pretty good so far. Let's see, how do we want to do the valves? We want to do a push rod? Obviously, this is what they used to do, but I think push rods might be a bit, you know, cumbersome. Yeah, see if we can compare them. So, if we take a look at that, we can get a higher RPM with direct acting overhead cams. This lowers emissions. Do we really care about emissions though? Oh, but dual overhead cams. See, that's where you gotta have it. Dual overhead cams? What's this? Ooh, look at that. That's cool. Okay, so two valves per... so that increases the tooling and lowers the emissions. I mean, it's probably fine, right? We got our dual cams set up. That's good. Oh, yeah, and our head material. Okay. So I guess we should probably make this, could make that the aluminum. Let's see. Is aluminum... Yeah, make that aluminum just like how we have the base aluminum. Make them the same material. Probably makes the most sense. Anyway, so anyways, this is our start for our base of the engine. So, we have a V90, 8-cylinder. We could get more if we had 10. Do we want 10? I mean, if we want to go the Newms, maybe. We'll think about it. And we then got the aluminum thing. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Obviously, we're not going for an efficient engine here. We're just going for speeds. I just want something that will go fast. And the quality. So this just kind of affects the costs. Well, we'll make it a bit. We'll make it pretty good. So there we go. This is gonna be the start of our engine. This is gonna be the Neum family of engines, and it's gonna be called the Neum 690 because it's oh wait, no, it's 8 cylinders. So it would be the 890. The 890. Let's go to the next step. So the next step we have... Alrighty, so we have bore and stroke adjustments here. Okay, we might want to mess around with that. But we do have our crank material. Flat plane crank. Oh, so cross plane is like that. Flat plane. A crank in its simplest form consists of a series of pins offset from a central axis. The end of the con rods attached to these pins, allowing the linear motion of the pistons to drive the rotational motion of the crank. A crank has to be strong and durable to withstand the high forces exerted by the pistons. It also has to be well balanced to reduce vibrations at the high speeds at which it revolves. Stronger cranks will be able to withstand rotating at higher maximum RPM, assuming the other components in the engine facilitate such speeds. So we'll want something pretty strong. Okay, I don't get what the difference between... I guess we'll just take a look at this. Okay, so that is 45, 44, 2.2, max torque, max RPM. Does this have more max torque and max RPM? You know what? Because I am super interested in this topic, I'm going to look this up real quick.
Much later.
Oh, so I see. Okay, hold up. So take a look at the pistons. They're like in a wavy form. Yeah, I don't even look at the pistons. Look at the freaking pistons. Look. Up, down, up, down, up. So that's going to provide a bit more asymmetric power. Like you're going to have bam, bam, bam. The power's more focused. It's less spread out. Like with the V8, the power's spread out. This is going to be... It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I'm interested to see what it kind of sounds like. So anyway, let's see. Con rods. So these are the piston rods. Probably want those to be pretty heavy. Titanium sounds pretty good. Yeah, that's really the only thing that's going to give us our max RPM that we want. If we forge light, then we kind of lose a bit of torque. So titanium really is what we have to go with. And then... Oh yeah, and look, those look awesome. Look at that. The titanium in there. Low friction cast. No, you gotta keep that RPM up, so forged light is where we gotta go. Okay. We'll do that. And then a balancing mass. Okay. So more balancing mass means more smoothness, less loudness, better reliability. But a lower throttle response and a somewhat heavier weight. Less balancing mass means somewhat lighter weight and a higher throttle response. So do we want a balancing mass? We could throw a harmonic dampener on there. And maybe get some more smooth and less loud and better... But no, we don't want that. Less loudness? What are you on about? We're not doing that. Alrighty, I think that sounds pretty good, and I think I'm happy with our stroke and bore seem to be fine where they are. Here we go. So here's where we have our compression, our cam profile, and our springs and lifters. So compression. The compression ratio refers to the extent in which the air-fuel mixture is compressed during the compression stroke. For example, if the space remaining in the cylinder at the end of the compression stroke is 11 times smaller than the size of the cylinder, the engine would have an 11:1 compression ratio. Higher compression ratios can extract greater power from the same amount of fuel, as the combustible gases are expanding from a smaller space, known as a greater expansion ratio. A ratio that's too high can cause the fuel-air mixture to ignite prematurely or knock under the heat of compression. This can be countered by precise control of the fuel system and the use of more expensive high-octane fuels. The danger of pinging is amplified in forced induction engines, making high compression ratios unsuitable for such engines. So you don't want, if we're going to put a supercharger on it, we're going to want to keep this relatively low. We'll just leave that there. The cam profile. The camshaft controls the opening and closing of the intake and exhaust valves, and has a great deal of influence on the overall characteristics of an engine. The cam profile is the shape of the camshaft. This shape determines the amount of time and the extent into which the valves are opened. A mild cam profile opens the valves for a small amount in a short time. This results in a smooth idle. Low emissions, good power at low RPM, and minimizes wear on the valve train. More aggressive cam profiles will hold the valve opens further and for longer, allowing greater air intake into the engine, and for exhaust exit more easily, giving greater power. Aggressive cams only really work well at high RPMs as they rely on the inertia of the intake air to push into the engine. At lower RPM, the engine will blow air out of the exhaust and intake ports, causing a rough idle, poor emissions, and fuel consumption, and the lack of power at low RPM. The choice of cam profile is the one of the major decisions that will shape the way an engine runs. Much of the difference between a smooth, economical family car and an angry, high-revving race engine lies in the cam profile. So yeah, we'll shove this closer to sport, because yeah, we want a nice, aggressive engine with more high-power RPM performance. The springs and lifters control allows for the adjustment of the stiffness of the valve springs. Valve springs are used to return the valve to the closed position after they are opened by the cam lobes. The springs should be as soft as possible to avoid wasting energy when opening the valves and to minimize noise. If they are too soft, however, the valves will not shut properly at high RPM. Valve flow, causing them to leak and lose power or even damage the valves. Their engineers will optimize the design of the lifters to suit the springs. The lifters sit between the cam lobes and the valves are push rods to make sure they remain in proper contact with the cam surface. Lifters well suited to stiff springs and high RPM will usually be solid metal, while low performance lifters will usually be hydraulic with an oil-filled piston inside. This reduces noise and the maintenance requirements. Generally, you should try to use the lowest springs and lifters setting you can without experiencing any valve float. Engines that run at very high RPM have aggressive cam profiles and have heavy valves due to a large bore or low number of valves per cylinder, will all require stiffer springs. Okay, noted. Alrighty. Anyway, we have variable valve timing and variable valve lift. So, variable valve timing, lift, and duration are usually fixed. Variable valves are a collection of technologies to help optimize the valve train action throughout all engine operating conditions. These can be used to reduce the compromise of only being able to open the valves a fixed amount at a fixed time, and can have huge benefits in both engine performance and fuel economy. These systems can be very useful for building economical and low emissions engines, or for improving the low RPM performance and emissions of highly tuned, naturally aspirated engines. So I don't know if we want too many. Yeah, I think we'll forget about that. Yeah, variable valve stuff we'll just forget about, because this engine's gonna be a rev heavy monster. So we'll just leave that alone, because it seems like you want that more for, like an economical car, the one that like goes to like the really low idles when you go to the light. That's all this right here. If you've ever been in a car where it's like the engine goes down like almost like stalls, like at a light, that's some variable valve timing kicking in there. And some cars even like turn the engines off at lights now, which, saves some fuel from the idling. But anyways, let's increase the RPM limit to right about our, I don't know, maybe 10,000? I want to say we can go 10,000 RPM. We'll see what happens. And then, of course, double up the quality. And now we can get into the aspiration. Here we go. So we are going to... Oh, do we not have a... No, please say we have... Oh, do they not have superchargers in this yet? We may not have superchargers in this yet. Okay, fine. It'll be turbocharged then. It'll be twin turbos. Boost control smart boost. Sure, it'll be smart boost. I guess variable geometry is good. Ball bearing. Larger compressor. Yeah, more power. Okay. So the compressor supports higher mass flow, supports higher boost. Yeah, let's go smaller, because again, I kind of wanted this to be a supercharger, so we want more response. We're going to try and turn this turbo into a super. Okay, turbine inducer size, supports higher mass flow. Again, let's just lean on the side of better response. Alrighty, let's go onto the fuel side. Alrighty, we're gonna do injection. Probably, maybe do mechanical fuel injection. So yeah, that's just better with fuel efficiency and emissions. Yeah, let's do direct. I guess per cylinder. Reliability. Reliability goes out the window. Let's just do performance high. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That looks cool. We're gonna want to run this off, oh, yeah, nitromethane. Oh, methanol, compressed gas, ethanol blend, leaded avgas. No, we want to run it off, like, super, yeah, or ultimate 95 octane. We're not gonna run it off any exotic fuels. Maybe we'll try that some other time, running something off, like, nitromethane. Goodness. Retarded, less throttle response, more power, more efficiency. Yeah, let's do advanced. Exhaust, compact cast. Now we're gonna want some race. Tubular mid. Let's just go tubular long. There we go. Oh, there we go. We're getting somewhere with that. So yeah, see, that's just like inefficient. You go tubular, and see, that's more like it. Race. Oh my goodness. How is that more efficient? That looks like spaghetti, sir. Alrighty, and yeah, we'll have dual headers, or yeah, dual tailpipes. Increase the header size. Bypass valves. Bypass valves allow all or some of the mufflers within exhaust to be bypassed depending on engine conditions. Oh yeah, no, we want bypass valves, definitely. This is commonly used on supercars, allows them to pass noise regulations during casual driving and then bypass the mufflers when pushed during more aggressive driving. Yep, yeah, no, yeah, we're bypassing the mufflers. And we're increasing the exhaust size to be a whopping 3-inch wide. And we'll go for a high flow catalytic converter. And they'll be just regular 2 straight through mufflers. Alrighty, and there we go. This is our engine here. Okay, so we still can't... Okay, let's go back to the twin turbos. Oh, our engine... If we add twin turbos, our engine just fails. It just dies. Alrighty, so maybe we will just stick to naturally aspirated. It seems to be okay. It's getting 363 horsepower, but then everything dies, because the crank... Yeah, the crank is too weak to handle the stress. A billet, a heavy billet, or a forged? No, it doesn't really. Yeah, like a billet. Just go full on out with that. Oh, never mind. That kills the crank. So the billet steel flat plane has to work, and that'll kill it too. So yeah, that's really the only one that works. So we probably want to lower the RPM limit to right about here. So instead of at 10,000, we'll do like 9,000, because here. Like here this red line is a bit too high, so we can go like here. Because you expect a bit of power drop up to red line. We do need to maybe move red line back. I mean, we could move it to like 8,000, but I mean, maybe we could move red line to 8,000 and then do our aspiration. Although we'd have to figure some things out here. Yeah, what's failing here? So it's just like the knock, right? Compressor surge has damaged the turbo. Failure due to knock. The header's getting too hot. Maybe have the intercooler rated for 205 horsepower, you know. Bit standard. We can have this configured for sport. Okay, AI generation. There we go. Okay, so they've basically figured it out. And that's pretty good. 700 horsepower? Not bad. They're saying 6,000 RPMs is where we should stop the limit. I guess that's fair. Got twins. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. It's kind of a harsh cut there. Yeah, so this is giving us like earlier turbo. So we got a lot of power there. Well, I would have liked to supercharge this, but that's just, yeah, that's not happening.
Much later.
818 horsepower. And then 8,000 RPM red line. I'm happy with that. We're using our thing. So there is the engine. Alright, let's go for this. So the valve cover. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. So we go for like some red valve covers. Transparent valve covers? That's kind of cool. I don't know. It's kind of cool being able to see in there. Aluminum. Oh, yeah. There we go. The red aluminum looks pretty good. Or like we could go red carbon fiber, which kind of matches the thing we got going on up there. Or chrome. I think we'll just go for regular aluminum. I like the red. You know, the nice red. Yeah, looks good. Alrighty. And then we'll go, so that's that. The valve cover trim. We will make that carbon fiber. Or make that shiny. Yeah, make a little spot there shiny. You put custom images on them, that's cool. I think we'll go for chrome again. It just looks the best on these parts. Intake manifold, the intake manifold's already like a carbon fiber, so we could go for like a chrome there. Yeah, I just like the chrome. There we go. That is going to be what our engine looks like. Alrighty, testing. So here we go. So we're going to go ahead and start our engine. Here we go. Okay, okay, how do I... Here we go, okay. Nice. That sounds good. So it's red lines at 8,000 RPM. It's an aluminum billet 211 cubic inch V90 with a dual overhead cam 16 and 8.5 to 1 turbocharged direct injection, and it needs ultimate 95. Seems like a pretty good engine to me. So this is our timing. So we lose power from retarded timing, and then we lose power from unutilized octane. Probably because we could have our compression ratio be higher, but then, you know, and then the turbo boost wouldn't happen, so. No, I'm happy with it. Again, I'm a little bummed out that they don't have superchargers in this yet. I'm guessing that's something they're working on. So I'll have to come back to here once they add, like, superchargers and stuff. Alrighty, so I think we can go ahead and, do that. So there we go. Okay, so we have the engine saved. I think what we do now is we can head back to the main menu. And now we have to design a car to put it in. So as you can see, we have a lot of different models of cars. And we're gonna want something that's a bit more sporty. Oh yeah, this one, the coupe. Let's see, we got some trucks. There we go, 2008. Do we have like a 2012? Oh, we're getting older in the years as we go down. Okay, back to the top. We just want the coupes. There we go. Okay, that's 2006. Here's 28. Yeah, I like the 2008 one. Like, these just stand out, especially this one. Yeah, mid rear engine, convertible with a soft top. I don't know if we'd want a convertible, because I feel like you'd just get your face ripped off with 800 horsepower. So we'll go with something with a bit of a hard top. So this is the car we're going with. Okay, so the panel material, I guess we'll do partial carbon fiber. Chassis type, base frame. Production units and weight. Space frame just seems heavy, whereas that's a bit lighter. But I don't know, we want some good weight, you know? Some good downforce. We'll go for that. We'll see how that works for us. Galvanized steel. Significantly reduces production efficiency. Alrighty, and we'll go for a longitudinal. Our front suspension will be double wishbone, and our rear suspension will be... I guess let's just go double wishbone in the front and back. Rear tires have a very low profile, making them uncomfortable. Consider reducing rim size. Okay, well we haven't gotten to rims yet. So we got our suspension. Yeah, it's just strutted suspension everywhere. What does pushrod look like? Oh. That's interesting. Do we want that in the back? Maybe. Sportiness. Does it have... It has more sportiness. Therefore, I like it. Okay, we're going for pushrod because it has the sportiness. Engine selection. We're going to grab an existing engine. We're going to grab the new 890. There we go. So that's now in the car. Oh, snap. Okay, so we can, like... Okay, I think this is where it gets a little bit, like, you know, a bit creative, and you can, like, kind of put the headlights where you want them. Where did that go? Yeah, and it's like KSP, like, placing down. Oh, yeah, and then I can, like, offset it, move it. Oh, stretch it. Oh, stretch it, mold it. So that it actually, you know, makes a fast Yumi boy. No, that's cool. I honestly think that sort of works like that. I think that does sort of work. Oh, the grill. It'd be like a side intake, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be like one of these intakes in the side here. or we got this one. This is like the Pontiac grill, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. So it's like a black carbon fiber, but then you get close to it and you're like, oh shoot, that is carbon fiber. It's like black and you're like, what is that up there? And you're like, oh, it's carbon fiber. Windows? Yes, I want the windows to be glass or grill. No, the windows are grill now. No, we'll go for regular like tint. All that will be chromed out. Yeah, and then I like the red. I mean, obviously, the color would be up to the person who wants to buy the car. You know, we are selling this, by the way. It will be being sold. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing these, and yeah, we'll see what we get to.
Much later.
Alrighty, there we go. So we have the very good original new 890 in there. And then what do they want? There was a wheel thing. Excessive ratio range. Oh, but I want Top Gear to be new me. I want to be able to go 420. Let's do cross-ply race. Front, we'll do vented disc. Those wheels are also very skinny. There we go. Now we're talking. Offset that out a bit. I can make the tires skinnier, but I can't make them any wider. Those are some skinny tires, but I guess it's a race car, so I guess that's what we want? I don't know. We already have a wing, so we'll say we have a wing there. Variable hydraulic steering with TC and ABS. Safety is going to be pretty good for the 2010s. Active sport, adaptive. Oh my goodness, there's a lot to go here. We'll just go for a sporty preset. There we go. We've officially made like a muscle car, it looks like. With uncompromising performance around the track, an exclusive and prestigious sports car, rear-wheel drive hooligan, and straight-line performer with a big engine and lots of power. Okay, and we have a lot of things to consider.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting, and they had to hire a new one.
I'm changing things. Stuff's not really happening. I want to, like, widen up the tires, maybe. That would probably help. I mean, I'm pretty high. I think I made a good car. I guess we'll have to see. So obviously we can test it in-game. So we'll go ahead and let it test in the game. But we're going to go ahead and then load up BeamMG Drive and then see what we can do with it in there. And we're taking corners at like 80. Had to slow down for that one. Yeah, I can hear it sliding. That's a sharp little chicane right there. Alrighty, so there we go. So that was our time. 2 minutes to do that. How do I make the tires wider? Radial race. Oh, there we go. Radial race. We can crank that up. Okay. There we go. More bigger tires, please. Yes, I want wider tires. Alrighty. Dampers are hard, yeah, and then the gearbox reliability is due to excessive gear range. I don't really know what I can... I mean, we have 8 gears, and we're trying to get up to 421 miles per hour. Maybe we don't want 421 miles per hour, but again, we're going to take this into BeamMG Drive. But for real, you'd probably... Yeah, 421 is a bit excessive. But we're going to be going that fast in BeamMG Drive. So let's go ahead and save this car. And I'm going to try and figure out how to get this into BeamMG Drive. And I will see you guys in a moment. Alrighty, and after just a little bit of time, yeah, I had to go ahead and let BeamMG update and stuff. We finally have the vehicle in the game. Although now I'm noticing there's some weird exhaust things going on. We got the fake exhaust here, and then the real exhaust is coming out the side here. A little bit buggy. And yeah, obviously there's no interior. Yeah, if we go into the interior, there's no interior. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what we can do. By the way, this is actually the automation test track. So that test track we were testing on earlier, that is what this is. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Whoa. This thing's Newmy. Okay, and it goes off the track. Wow, this thing neumes. I mean, that's what we designed it to do, but it neumes. It really neumes. Yeah, and I forgot we have an automatic... Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. I forgot we sort of have an automatic gearbox on this thing. So yeah, there's that. Okay. Wow. This thing nips. And it backfires really nicely too. Not sure if that's a good thing, but I like it. I think it's neat. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh gosh. Oh. We dented the front of it. Did I break it? No, I think we're good. I don't think we haven't broken it yet. We haven't broken our vehicle yet. Here we go, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Speed and power. Alrighty, big curve coming up. Came off. We're drifting. We're drifting a bit. This thing's a drift monster. Ow. Oh gosh, this is that sharp turn right here. I remember they did that. Okay. Yeah, grip is definitely... We definitely don't have a lot of grip. Like, it's just not grippy. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It wants to drift. Now it's pulling to the side. I think something's a little bit damaged. I hear scraping. Yeah, so maybe we haven't made the best vehicle. Go! Alright. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm going full lock, and it's barely turning. Okay. And also we're in manual mode now. So let's see how we do with that. Yes, we have drive, and then we have, you know, our manual mode. Yeah, full lock. We popped the tire. All in all, I think it really just needs more grip. I feel like we could get a lot better time on the track if we had a bit more grip. Like, we made the tires wider to give more grip, but I think we need even more. Look at that, it's just, we're sliding. It might be the tire compound that I picked, to be honest. We probably didn't pick the best tire compound. And now, because we got a deflated tire, we're pulling to one side. And we broke the radiator. But anyway, let's see if we can't try and get it up to that 400. I think... Yeah, we have a bunch of different tracks here. So yeah, obviously this is like the, I think we have like a drag strip here. Yeah, there we go. We can choose to spawn at the highway. But yeah, let's spawn at the highway. We'll go ahead and quick travel over there. And this is where we can test our, speed and maybe our 0 to 60 as well. So here we go. Go! That was a horrible launch. That's a sharp corner we're not making. That's a sharp corner we were not making. Oh, and the road ends anyway. How fast do we get? Like 300? The freaking, is that the differential? Is like going... Yeah, I think that's the differential, is, through the ceiling. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll try a different map. Let's go a different map. Oh, here we go. Just a regular grid. If we can get up to 420, that'll be good. Oh, yeah, we're going this way. Okay, 100. Yeah, really right about here we should be stopping the gears because it's not going any faster. 225 seems to be our top speed, even though we have many more gears to go. It's just, yeah, it's not making it. And I'm turning full lock and it's not turning. So we need more front grip. The front tires aren't grippy enough. I mean, we are a drift monster. We are just power sliding away. 200 seems to be our speed limit, so I think with some fine-tuning we could make this work pretty well, but, you know, just for the fun of it, and just for the proof of concept, I think we made an alright vehicle. Again, some better gearing, some more grip, I think would go a long way. Because, yeah, no way we're getting up to 400. I'm guessing it's just the drag, or even just, you know, like the gears, you know, there's too big of a gap in the gears, so therefore it can't make that jump. Like we need to, I mean, here, let's try an ballistic behavior. Yeah, even with manual mode, we are just not making that that 400 miles per hour. So it seems like 200 is this thing's limit. So yeah, with a bit of gearbox tuning, that would be really nice. Get up to 200 really fast with this thing. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe for new videos. Have a great rest of your day, and yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more automation and BeamMG Drive. You know, I got a lot of plans for just BeamMG Drive. This is a very fun game just in itself, but you know, the features it has alongside automation is really cool. It's really cool how these two games kind of work together to kind of make, you know, a build your own car and drive it experience. You know, it's pretty cool. So yeah, a lot more fun to be had with that in the future. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Goodbye for now.